Incho, Atnos, Chana.
On July 10, 2008, the Squamish and Lil'wat tribes held a special ceremony in Whistler, British Columbia, to dedicate their new Squamish Lil'wat Cultural Center. The center embodies the spirit of partnership between the Squamish Nation and the Lil'wat Nation, and serves as a showcase for the two Aboriginal bands indigenous to what is now British Columbia. The center is the first of its kind in Canada.
My good friends and relatives, I want to thank you for being here to celebrate and recognize them today and have the opening of the Culture Center, the Squamish Lil'wat Cultural Center.
Building this 27,000 square foot facility has been the dream of both nations for almost 3 decades. It is designed in the form of a Squamish longhouse and a Lil'wat underground pit dwelling. The facility houses a great hall, museum, theater, gift shop, and cafe. It was realized with the help of the private sector, the local community, and municipal and provincial and federal governments.
This center will proudly showcase your culture and values to the world, and there's a growing demand for travel experiences that include authentic local cultures. Vivid oral histories will be shared with thousands.
Both nations hope to become a must-see attraction in British Columbia for years to come.
One of the main reasons for the establishment of this building is the fact that we're more or less invisible in our own lands. You can travel anywhere through Squamish territory and there's very little visible presence to show that there is a rich and ancient culture here.
In fact, the culture is enjoying a revival in direct response to building the cultural center. Natives from both nations were commissioned to create authentic pieces for the museum.
A lot of the culture has been in a state of resurgence, particularly the canoeing culture, also the weaving tradition, along with many of the other art forms that you'll see in here. This facility, for me, represents the continuity of our traditions. So for us, that's been meaningful participation from a whole cross-section of our community members.
I want to raise my hands to each and every one of you that are here today.
They are pleased to have the building finished, as the Whistler Blackcomb area will be home to the Winter Olympics in 2010. A program started in 2000 by the Squamish Nation, the Aboriginal Youth Ambassador Program, is training 210 Native youths to serve as ambassadors at the Winter Olympics. They will share their unique story with the public, bridging the Native and non-Native worlds. The program fosters the Aboriginal leaders of tomorrow.
We can open opportunities for our youth and our children and build their confidence to go forward and further represent and protect and preserve our culture and our values.
Some of the ambassadors now work at the Cultural Center.
But working here, I found a new sense of pride in myself and my culture. I got a drum when I was around 12 years old from my grandmother, and I never used it up until this year. I didn't realize that there was a part of me that was missing. I feel whole now.
The Squamish Lil'wat Cultural Center proudly stands as a monument to working together, reviving culture, impassioning youth, and educating the public. For Northwest Indian News, I'm Morgan Howard.